Welcome back to another Out of the Park 24 Detroit Tigers video. July 19th, 2029. We are approaching the 2029 trade deadline. The Tigers 67-32, 14 games up on the Twins. You know, the only other team close to us is Oakland. They're 2 games better than us. We're the only 2 teams in the league that are over 600 ball. The next best team has 58 wins, Tampa, out in the NL Bankhead division. Expanded standings gives us a 116 run differential. We are +6 our Pythagorean. Some of that's evening out from last year. What are the A's? The A's are +140, so they're a little bit better run differential than us, but what's going on here? -5 and +5. Ouch. But yeah, I mean, we're dominating our division. We are, we've fallen to 39-12 at home. I think we were 20-3 at one point. But we're still humming right along. We'll go look at the lineups. You'll notice there's a gap here at second base because Gunnar Henderson just went back on the IL again. Rotator cuff tendonitis. It's been a frustrating stop and start season for Gunnar, who's been okay, but he just hasn't played that much. This is his second IL stint, second long extent. Well, the last one was like 10 weeks or something, 8 weeks or something crazy like that. Wentz is coming back soon. He's on rehab. But what's going on in the lineups? Luke Leto just crushing it. On pace for 57 home runs, 6.9 WAR. Still wanting like $60 million per season. Yikes. I don't know what we're going to do. Riley Green, doing great. Just earning his $41 million. Justin Henry Malloy, a 147 WRC plus, on pace for 38 homers. Another great season from a guy who's going to go down as one of the greats in Tiger history. Tommy DeLandre on pace for 43 home runs, 134 WRC plus in the DH slot. That'll play. Kevin Made, his bat has finally cooled off, but still having a great year. League average bat, Gold Glove caliber shortstop. Miguel Blaze just killing it with the bat, 148 WRC plus. Is he a good fielder? No, but he's doing better than last year. Minus 1.2 zone rating. We can live with that if he's putting up those kind of numbers. Horvath and Pacheco, both from the bench, tearing it up. 139 WRC plus, 137 WRC plus. Carter Trice has just plummeted. His batting splits will tell the story. 217 and 150 were his WRC pluses for April and May, and then June and July he went 36 and -41. An 088, 139, 088 slash line in July. Yeah, we got to get that dude out of the lineup. Aliendo continues to be a good defensive catcher. Will Clow, I don't know. I think we could upgrade a bat here at the deadline. Patrick Bailey, fine enough defensive catcher. So, yeah, we've got Trice who needs to come out of the lineup. We also have a second base issue. I think what the plan will be for now is let Pacheco. Let's see his splits. Let's check him out. Yeah, he's crushing righties. I think let Pacheco be the second baseman against righties. And yeah, sure. Let's let Trice get in there every 6th game. Let's let Horvath get in there every so often too. Why not every 6th game? We're gonna put Wakal back in. Trice will get in there some. And then, let's see, where's Pacheco here? Yeah, let's not have a bunch of lefties in a row. Yeah, that's fine. I don't love the righty, lefty, but I think I prefer Leto in the cleanup spot over, we could always do this. Just to stagger it. Yeah, let's do that. Malloy, Green, DeLandre, Leto, and then the rest of the team. And then against lefties, we'll let Horvath come in and play second base. We'll let Trice continue to play first base there to get another righty bat in the lineup. Pacheco really doesn't need to play against lefties. Does Horvath have really good splits too? I mean, he's crushing lefties. He's decent against righties. What does our lineup look like here? Yeah, a whole bunch of righty bats. Let's move Blaze there. That looks good. All right, so what do we need? I think we could obviously use, I think second base we'll count on Gunnar coming back. We'll count on Horvath, Pacheco holding it down. I think we need a first baseman, but we can address that any number of ways. Luke Leto is not like an outstanding third baseman. What is our zone rating, by the way? Where are we? We're second. Wow. Kevin Made carrying the load. Yeah, I think we could put Leto or Malloy at first. And he's not doing great in right field. He was a better third baseman, I think, than Leto, though, surprisingly. So we could always move Malloy to first, DeLangelo to right, and bring in a DH. We could always just... I think ultimately we need to bring in a DH or outfield bat or even a third base bat to move Leto back to first to replace this Trice-Wolkow combination. We don't really have anything I'm too happy with to bring up. I was thinking of bringing up Human, but I think I'm going to leave him down for a little bit more time. He's up to the number 66 prospect in baseball. This dude is coming. He's going to be pushing for a role soon. Osorio is having a nice season, but he's not knocking the door down too hard. Where's Colton Hartman? There he is. Colton Hartman is having a decent enough season in limited duty. And what about our other dude, Jack Moss? Pretty poor season. It just hasn't happened for Jack. He kind of fizzled out as a quad A player. So, yeah, I think we need a bat. I think we need to bring in one bat. And I think we need to bring in some pitching, too. You can see runs scored, we are first. Runs allowed, we are also first. Fifth in starters ERA, third in bullpen ERA. Just 13 and 15 in June. Really struggled there after going 24 and 5 in May. We're 11 and 4 so far in July. But Espino has been really good. What are we on here? Oh, we're on AAA numbers. Got it. Espino has been really good. Tanner Houck, I should probably honestly put in the rotation. But Job has been good. Brash has been really good. He's a reliever. This whole team has been really solid. The only guys with below league average ERAs are Reldon, who's in the rotation right now with Wentz out, Victor, and Moran. Chase Dolander having a solid season, but look at these ratings just continuing to go down. Boo. We wanted him to be a stud into his early 30s, and I just don't know if it's going to happen for Chase. Jackson Jobe having a nice season, like I said. Montes de Oca has 33 saves. Lang has a 1.29 ERA. I think we could use like 2 bullpen arms, honestly. We only have one lefty out here right now, but we can fix that by putting Barreri or Roldan back out there when Wentz comes back. But I think a lefty and a righty arm, honestly, we could use. I think Victor will probably go down when our dude Wentz comes back. But I think Charl and Blue Ball are totally optionable too. We could send both of them down, even Roldan down. So we're going to be in the market for multiple arms. I think a starter, a reliever, and then probably a first baseman. So if we start to look at what's out there, just starting with like the trade block. I have not looked at the trade block yet. I'm going on this ride with you here for the first time. So let's look at starting pitchers. I think I saw some pretty good names out there. Corbin Burns has really trailed off. He's a free agent after the year. Oh, that movement and extreme fly ball. Pass. Who's Thad Ward? It's a guy who signed as a minor league. He's out with a fractured elbow. No thanks. Logan Webb is a free agent after the year. He's not having a very good year. But if they're looking to get rid of him for like nothing, he hasn't been great, but I think he'd be a pretty good starter for us. Saw Julio Urias out here too. Wow, really bad year for him. Glass now? No. This guy's having a good year. He's disruptive? Absolutely not. He's not coming into our locker room. Yeah, I'd like to make a run at Logan Webb, I think. How much money do we have? I think we have a bunch. Yeah, we've got plenty of money. Let's see the batters. We can really go after any batter we want and finagle the defensive positioning. Nolan Arenado. He's a free agent after the year. I mean, he's 38. I don't know, guys. Yohan Moncada is having a decent year. Vinny Pascantino doing things. Now, do we care if we bring in a lefty or a righty bat? I don't think we do. Dansby Swanson out here. That's rough. Jeff McNeil, what's he doing these days? He's all right. Joey Gallo, doing Joey Gallo things. Awesome. On pace for 43 home runs, striking out in 33% of his plate appearances. Henry Davis. His career has not really panned out. It'd be fun to trade for Arenado and put him at third base. Oh, his BABIP's only 205. Maybe that's some of his issue. I mean, he's striking out more. He's walking less. He's really expensive. I don't know if we'd be able to afford him and Webb because together they're making like $50 million prorated. I'm not sure what that would come out to exactly, but I'm not sure we can afford both of them. Let's do this. Let's look at guys with a minimum 100 plate appearances. Let's look at our batting. You're wrecked, and you're still under contract. No, thank you. Let's go by WRC plus. Jared Walsh could play some first base, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, he's a really cheap. He's been good whenever he's been given the chance. He just has not gotten a lot of major league opportunities, but he's been good when he's gotten them, though. Eloy is out here. Okay. Vinny Pascantino makes some sense for us, for sure. Is he a free agent? Oh, no, he's got another year. I don't want him next year. I do not want that. Alec Boehm is having a nice season with Cleveland. Oh, Jared Kelnick. You do you, sir. Cameron Meisner, old friend of the program, acquired from the Tigers in 2025 in that Kevin Made deal. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think right now, I think I like Jared Walsh. I think I like Nolan Arenado. But I think I'm going to prioritize the pitchers for right now. And let's look at this. So who's our lead starter in terms of WAR? Oh, Brant Herter. Is that in majors he's doing that? Oh, good for you, Brant. Well, he's had 2 good seasons in a row in Arizona. Good for him. Happy for our former teammate. Corbin Burns, we're just not going to be able to do. Just can't do that. Where's Logan Webb? There he is. So he's not striking anybody out, which is not a huge change for him. Like, his strikeout to walk ratio hasn't been great in a while, but he's still been a decent pitcher during that time. I mean, I think if you get him in front of our defense, is the Rockies defense the Cubs defense like really bad? Why is his BABIP always like 330? Chicago Cubs. No, it's not terrible. Well, we're going to put in an offer for Webb. I like the guy. I think he's going to be hungry coming over. We're going to offer like an okay-ish prospect. And we're also going to ask them to retain some salary. Ryan Gold always seems to draw attention. Let's offer them Gold. And let's say, look. Oops, I don't need this. Thank you. Thank you, though, Dell. I'd like them to retain like 30%. And I can put in another player as thanks for that. I can. I'm willing to do that. Who's this guy? Free agent signing in 2027. Oh, well. Have not followed that guy's career, really. Let's look by potential. This is a decent pitcher. 9th round pick in 2025. Let's put Blaze Grove in there, too. All right, so we've got that deal in. Now let's go to Toronto, who is rebuilding. Didn't they sign a bunch of dudes in the offseason? What's their record? Yeah, they're bad. Didn't they sign 2 pitchers? Yeah, they signed Bello and Cortez in the offseason. And they re-signed Vlad, too. But they're rebuilding? Okay. I think we got to try to get, you know what? Timeout. Let's not overthink this. Ketel Marte. He's having a great season. About that contract. I can't do that contract. I was thinking of bringing him back. I could play him in right field. I could put Malloy at first. Can't do that contract, though. So let's see I feel like I always make deadline deals with the Blue Jays. Sorry, William. So let's offer up. This guy is somewhat intriguing. I don't know where he's come from, but he's still in the bullpen there, though. This was a really high-profile international free agent signing. I spent $2 million on him, and then he's just kind of tanked, but he's still only 20. You can see how much he's tanked. He was a 70 here. He's down to a 40. Let's offer them Garza. But, oh, wow. That would really take a lot of our available money up. All right, let's throw one more guy in, too. I don't think there's any way they're going to do this. This is the dude I'm going to offer. This dude has mashed minor league pitching. He's struggling this year, but he has no defensive home. We're offering him up. Okay, so there's two offers. I don't think either of them are going to get the job done. It's All-Star break. Oh, they both said no way. I wonder if it's the salary. Yeah, they want DeLandre Henderson. They went Darryl Dent. I'm guessing us asking for that salary is what's turning them off. So let me go back and discuss this again and say, look, we'll take on the whole salary, okay? You can have these two kind of like post prospects. We'll put Arenado on the back burner now, maybe for somebody cheaper. And let's see, no, there's still no way. Wow. Okay, they really don't want to trade Logan Webb. Dudes, you want my top pitching prospect, a number 85 prospect in baseball, or you want one of the best sluggers in baseball for a pitching rental? Get the absolute heck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get the absolute heck out of here. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I mean, I don't love bringing back Brant Herter. He hardly has any track record. Wow, Dustin May's strikeout to walk ratio is great. He's a free agent after the year. Oh, and he's free? He has a really nice strikeout to walk ratio. He's had a really solid career as like a back-end starter. That's kind of what we need. Let's offer Ryan Gold for him. What is going on with these trades, guys? What? Like, I'm asking for rental, like, number 4, number 5 starters, and they're coming back saying, like, nope, you must give us a couple of your best players. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let's just go forward a little bit. And, well, look at this pitcher as a free agent with a 70 outfield range. His bat is terrible, though. All right. Let's just go forward a little bit. This is a little absurd what they're asking for right now. We'll get close to the deadline and hopefully be able to pull the trigger on a deal or two. All right, we're up to July 26th. Did make one trade. We brought in Emilio Marquez from Seattle, a very impressive-looking left-hander according to our scout. He made the All-Star team in 2026, and, you know, he's just been pretty good since then. Last year he had a really good year. This year he's been fine. He's not like – he hasn't, like, looked like the best reliever in baseball, but he's, I think, a really good-looking reliever, and we needed a lefty arm in our bullpen, so he will slide into our rotation or our bullpen here. As a middle relief and setup guy. Pushes everybody kind of down a peg. Victor gets optioned. Roldan is in the bullpen now because Wentz is back. Barreria has earned that spot for sure. He's been good in his starts. I would still like to add a starter. I don't know if it's going to happen. I still think we really need to add a bat at first base. We actually probably need starting pitching more because our lineup is so good even if we don't add a bat. But I'd like to make a run here at Yoan Moncada. He's got a 118 WRC plus. He got a walking in 9.7% of his plate appearances. Slash on his 270, 338, 451. He's got 3.1 WAR. He could come in and play outfield or first base or I guess third base for us too. And Yeah, he's having a nice season. He's a free agent after the year. The Twins are looking to deal him. Are the Twins in the hunt? I thought they were. Yeah, they are. Well, why are you looking to trade one of your best players? Whatever. I don't care. I'm going for it. Sometimes I police myself on this. This time I'm not. So let's try to get Yohan Moncada from them. Let's go out and offer them. Oh, who are we going to offer first? We are going to offer. This was a high pick, right? Oh, round 7, and then he's kind of tanked. Clint Tuttle. Good work ethic. Let's see if they like him. Oh, Moncada's going to exercise his 10-5. Well, whatever, dude. We didn't want you anyways. Get out of here. You can stay there. Whatever, man. Who walks a lot? Brandon Nimmo walks a lot. Zach McKinstry. Smith is... Joey Gallo walks a lot. Isaac Paredes. He's a good power bat we could potentially bring in. I'm sure he could play first base just fine. He's only 5'11". Guys, that really screws it up. What's with all these 10-5 guys not wanting to come to us? Happened last year, too. Jared Walsh, I think, must have apparently been on waivers, and I missed it because he's now in the minors. Oh, no, he had options. Okay, he was optioned. So Walsh is a good bat, man. A 158 WRC plus. Now, I don't expect him to put up those kind of numbers, but I think he's an upgrade over everything we have at first base. And we could probably get him really cheap, I'm thinking. For maybe like this guy, Victor Pena. What do you say? It's a low-risk move. I think it could pay off if Walsh catches fire. Do you want like a real guy back? You asking for fake guys? Yeah, torn rotator cuff, 24. We could probably swing that. I don't want to trade a catcher. Combo at one point was looking like a decent prospect, I thought. Bracken. I think we'll trade the rotator cuff guy. Parra. Let's put Parra in this trade. We'll bring in Jared Walsh. We'll trade Pena and Parra, the P-boys. And do we want to try to get them to add anything in? Like, do you have like a starting pitcher you're trying to get rid of? Because we're in the market. We're in the market for a starting pitcher. You're not a free agent for too long. We don't want you. You're a decent starter, but I don't know that I need you. All these guys are arbitration bound. This guy's having a nice season. Palante. Let's just call him Palante. Has he ever really started in the majors before? Not really all that much. Who's this guy? He's about to go to arbitration and get a raise. I mean, I think this would be an upgrade over what we have, probably. Let's just... Oh, wait. Yeah, I want to edit the offer here. Let's just see. We'll go back to that other offer if you don't want to give up Palante. Oh, they said almost, but then, yeah, they're dreaming, though. Okay, let's go back and do the trade with the P-boys. My scout doesn't love it, but whatever, dude. I do. Do we have to make room on our 40-man? We might need to at this point. I know we've got 39. So we're going to send down who? Osorio, who was up just with the Henderson injury. He got called up. So he's going to go back down. We're going to add Walsh back to... We're going to add Walsh to our 40-man and our 26-man. And then we are going to... Let's put Trice down here. Every 5th game. Well, Cal. Let's go ahead and put Jared Walsh in as our first baseman. Let's bat him 6th. I think Trice against lefties at first base is still a decent play. He has hit righties better than lefties. We'll start Walsh like every 4th game there. We'll start Trice there at 2nd too sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. I think our offense is already like just so good, right? Like We didn't necessarily need it. I think I would still love to add a starter here. I mean, Ryan Wentz has just had a really bad year, man. Like, just really bad. He should not be in our rotation anymore. I think maybe we should put Brash in our rotation. He's made 6 starts for us. He's been good when he's done it. Maybe we just move like Brash into the rotation. Take a sip of my iced coffee there. Maybe we just move Brash into the rotation. Move Wentz out for now and just kind of hide him. Let's do that. Yeah. I mean, I think we're fine with that. And maybe Wentz can find some magic back in the pen. Brash is kind of like adding a starting pitcher. All of our starting pitchers now are good. I mean, our starting pitcher ERA is 3rd, and that's with Wentz putting up like a 7-something ERA. 7.69, not so nice ERA. So maybe we don't need to trade for a starter with those prices out there. But let's see how our... Ooh, we lost the first game after the trade, 8-0. Great. Who played first base for us? Oh, Pacheco. Espino got rocked. Ooh. Marquez came in and mopped up an inning in 2/3. All right. Let's see if we can... Jared will make his debut here. We won 4-2. Walsh did not play. Trice started, so he must have faced a lefty. Sears, are you a lefty? Yes, JP Sears is a lefty. 5 shutout innings from Dolander. He gets the win at 6-2 now. Moran struggling again. Any home run? No home runs in this game. Luke Leto is at 38, which puts him on pace for 58. Delander is at 27, puts him on pace for 41. Malloy and Green both chugging right along still. All right, let's get up to the trade deadline day. We lost 5-3. Did our first baseman make his debut yet? Yeah, Jared Walsh. He went 1 for 4. He had a double, and he struck out once. Brash and Wentz pitched. Neither of them looked great, but neither of them were terrible. So let's start the trade deadline day. Let's try to make a deal for a starter. Yeah, we're going to clear that one because he doesn't want to come to us. So let's look at the trade block again. All pitchers. Just look at it. Well, let's look at starters. Oh, did Logan Webb get oh, no, there he is. He hasn't been that good. Are you sure you don't want to trade him to me? Jack Flaherty has been starting. How long is Thad Ward out for? 3 more weeks. Chris Matt, should we make an offer on him? He's extremely good on ball. He's had a few decent seasons in Houston. Let's see let's just throw a feeler out there. You have a no trade clause? Why do you have a no trade clause? And why does nobody want to come play for me? I don't like you guys very much. Logan Gilbert is in Baltimore. Oh, having a terrible year. Gosh. Baltimore cannot get their act together with pitching. A player option? Oh, but 85% retained by Seattle. So what are the Orioles even paying here? Like $2 million maybe? Where is he? 2.7 and a player option next year, which I assume he's going to pick up with how he's pitched this year. I mean, what's going on with him? Why is he so bad this year? Strikeouts are way down. Well, his strikeout to walk ratio is way worse. His strikeouts are down a little. His walks are way up. His home runs are up a bit. The BABIP isn't great. Maybe the Orioles are just like looking to get rid of him. Let's just offer them let's go a little better than this. How's this guy doing? Let's offer them... Who should we offer them? J.C. Vanek. Is he doing anything now? No, he's kind of like a nothing now. Let's offer him J.C. Vanek. All right, continue trade deadline day. I assume they're going to say no way, right? Oh, we got an almost. but they don't mean it. That's not a real almost. Look at this. Matt Brash, Jackson Jobe, Darrell Dent, or Riley Green. That's not a genuine almost. It's like a not even close. Let's throw in another guy, though. You know what? I'm sick of this Garza guy. And he might still have some value out there to some teams. Let's also put in a trade offer for another starter. Like, do we want to go after Brant Herter? He's been really good this year. Let's try to bring Brant Herter back home. If they'll give him up for like nothing. Garza. All right, so let's see if either of those trades move the needle at all. We might just be stuck here not bringing in a starting pitcher. None of these guys are like aces that I'm itching to give a lot up for. We've got another almost from Baltimore, which is not a real almost. Is this a real almost? Oh, this, well, these are some decent players asking for. Who's this guy? I'm not familiar with him. He's a high A. Yeah, I mean, he's not a major league player, probably. We're giving up Brant Herter, who's had like, well, he's had a good season and a half run. This is the only reasonable ask in here. But he's seen some improvement here recently. How old is he? 22? Oh, shoot. Forgot that I can't look to see what OSA thinks. It's really annoying. Yeah, I think I'll put in Carson. Can I take out Garza? Wait, what? Serrano? How did I get Serrano in there? Was that who I put in? I did not mean to put in Serrano, if that's what was going on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's reset the board here. Yeah, Garza. And we'll put in... Oh, I see what I did. I put in Serrano there. Got it. Let's put in Carson. Let's edit it and say, like, actually, we're just going to offer you this guy. And see what they say. I think it's down to this guy or bust at this point. Like, we're not getting Logan Gilbert. We're not getting Logan Webb. None of the Logans are coming. Another almost. Is this a real almost? It looks like it. Yeah, we can work in this universe. Carson Turnquist, 2025 round 5 pick that just did not come together for us. We're going to put him in the deal. So we're going to go Turnquist and Carson. And, you know, I don't love giving up a really good catcher ability with that kind of power and eye, but this contact, man, like I just don't necessarily see it here coming together for old Carson. But maybe it will, and maybe he'll be a really good catcher, but he's 22 in A-ball. Woo, thank you. Not doing that great. This is the kind of trade we're going to make in this day and age, and that's going to be it for our trade deadline. So what's it going to do to our staff? Well, I think we're going to option Ryan Wentz. Does he have less than 5 years? Yeah, fewer than 5 years, so we can option him. He's just been so bad. Ugh, what a disappointing season for him. So we're going to option him. I think we're going to need to open up a spot on the 40-man. Indeed we are. Well, look at Montes de Oca, our closers, our lowest rated guy. Well, he's not had a good season, according to... Well, okay. Maybe I should have made a trade for another reliever. I think Bradenberg at this point is DFA-able. Is De Los Santos probably too? Yeah. He's not even really playing. Bastidas not really doing anything. I mean, you got a bunch of guys you can DFA here. I think I'll do De Los Santos. So we'll DFA him. Brant Herter, welcome back to the team. Gone out and established yourself. We had him for 2 seasons. And what was the trade? Oh, we traded him to the Mets because he was out of options. And we got David Garcia, who was like our third catcher for a few years. And now he's back. He's earned his way back to the team. We're going to put Brash back in the bullpen. We're going to put Herter in the rotation. We're going to limit him to 85 pitches. And let's reshuffle some stuff here. I didn't really realize Montes de Oca was struggling so much. Let's put Lang in as the closer. Let's put Brash in as setup. I like having him in setup rather than as a starter. Let's put Montes Dioca in at middle relief. Middle relief. Do setup. You can do specialist stuff. Okay. I think that'll play fine. I don't love our bullpen. I maybe should have pulled one more deal here in our bullpen, but we brought in a starter or a reliever, a first baseman. Not our most impactful deadline, but I still like our deadline. I like our guys, as Buck Showalter would say. So let's see how this season turns out for the Tigers of Detroit. 71-37 with a 12-game lead, looking to bring home an AL Campanella crown. Let's go ahead and see if we can get it done. We've reached the end of the 2029 season. The Tigers go 100 wins, 62 losses. We lost our last 5. We got to the 100 win mark and then just tapped out. We're like, we're good. We made it to 100. We'll just see everybody in the postseason. Expanded standings. Run differential is plus 115, so not nearly as strong of a regular season this year, but a better record. Pythagorean of 93 wins. We were 28-24 in one-run games, 33-30 post All-Star break. Not nearly as dominant. We had the best run differential in the league, except for the Athletics, who were 220, almost 100 runs better than the next team. Playoff tree wise, what are we looking at? Thank you for asking. So we do reseed, so we don't know yet who we will play, but we've got O's and Twins, Yankees and Brewers. The Mets and the Tigers grab the byes. Over here, the A's and the Rays, the big market clubs get the byes. The Cardinals, the Braves, the Giants, and the Astros are here. The Astros. Who needs Yordan Alvarez, Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, Kyle Tucker? Who needs them when you got Jung-Hoo Lee putting up negative 1.1 WAR as your leadoff hitter all season? Goodness gracious, I had not seen that before I clicked on it. But they were still really good. They were 8th in runs scored. Runs against, they were 2nd, so their pitching carried them. Good for them. Ben Dietz, their 6th-round pick from 2026, looking like an ace, but who cares about them? Let's look at the frickin' Tigers. Ended up 5th in runs scored. A bit of an offensive swoon. We'll get into that. 10-15 in September. Of course, 5 in a row losses at the end. Runs allowed, we were 1st. Defense, we were 2nd in defensive efficiency and zone rating. Let's take a look at the lineups. Let's make sure we're looking at the major league numbers, though. Riley Green leading the team in WAR, 5.9. Luke Leto 2nd, 5.8 WAR. He ended with 52 home runs, 129 RBIs. He led the league again in both of those categories. You can see his September, he cooled off a bit with a 109 WRC plus. Justin Henry Malloy put up 5 WAR, 149 WRC plus. Kevin Made, another Gold Glove caliber season from him. Miguel Blaze, 2.8 WAR, 158 WRC plus in just 77 games. He missed a lot of time hurt. 2 different injuries. He missed, fractured finger. He missed 5 weeks on a sprained knee. He missed 6 weeks. Defensively, which has been the concern, negative 1.4, so still not great. Mac Horvath put up a really nice season in a super utility type role. Isaac Pacheco, same thing, decent season. Gunnar Henderson, man. Whew, that trade has not worked out for us. Go with your heart. Or go with your head. Don't go with your heart when you make trades. Don't trade for your favorite players. They will only disappoint you. They will get hurt. They'll appear in 67 games and then put up an 89 WRC plus. So just like an all-world player, gets traded to Detroit and he pressed a little bit, trying to impress his new team, and then he was hurt. Is there a future for Gunnar Henderson in Detroit? We'll leave that storyline for the offseason video. I don't know. Jared Walsh, who came over the trade deadline, he put up a 90 WRC plus. He was fine. Alienado and Bailey, catchers, doing the thing defensively. This is the big shocker. Tommy DeLandre just fell off a cliff. If you look at his batting splits, you can see going great guns, and then July, 55 WRC plus. August of 49, September of 50. Just that's not good, guys. So, I have been skeptical of his profile with how much he strikes out, that he was going to be like a long-term big slugger for us. I did not expect him all of a sudden to fall flat on his face. here in the 2029 season. Now, if he'd come up and done this like right off the bat, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. He strikes out too much. He can't avoid the strikeouts. He's power or nothing. But he's had, 2 seasons before that were awesome. And this season he was not as awesome, but that's okay. We did call up Rob Scott amongst the injuries. This is our first-round pick from 2026, 30th overall, and he was quite excellent. A 123 WRC plus and 110 plate appearances. I want to show you another guy that I called up, though. He's on the active roster. He's not on the playoff roster because he wasn't on the 40-man in time. But I called up a guy by the name of Colton Hartman. We had some injuries, so I called up Colton Hartman as a reward for being one of my favorite draft picks ever that's had an up-and-down minor league career. But he came up and in 30 plate appearances put up a 255 WRC plus. He had 4 doubles, a home run. He walked more than he struck out. The 550 BABIP, pretty sure he's not going to be able to continue that. But I thought this was just going to be like, a cup of coffee, get him off the 40-man after the season. I don't know. I think he's competing for a job next season. Some of that's because I like him. Some of that's because he's earned it. All right, pitching side of things. Who led the staff in WAR? Jackson Jobe, 3.4 WAR, 4 R WAR. Really good season for him. We did not have a dominant starting pitching season. Brant Herter came over and was fine for us. 4.14 ERA, 0.6 WAR. Matt Brash just doing stuff as a reliever. We've got him locked up for another year. 2.3 WAR. Moran, 2.3 WAR, 0 R WAR. Look at this difference between the ERA and the FIP. Espino, not a great season for him, and it's a little concerning. His scouting reports are starting to look like Dolander's. Look at this. He hasn't lost velocity yet, but could pitch his way into an emergency starter role. All of a sudden, my scout thinks. I mean, a year ago, he was like in the Cy Young voting. What are we doing here? Could be trouble. Tanner Houck, Marquez, Dolander, 1.1 WAR, 3 R WAR. Second straight down year for him. He's 27, entering his last year of arbitration. He's losing movement. He's losing stuff. He's losing control. He's losing velocity. I don't know, guys. That's disappointing. Blue ball, well, we should all grow up, but he had a good season. Roldan, Vasquez, Charles, all decent season. Ryan Wentz, the season from hell here. 6.54 ERA, 6.06 FIP, 5.15 Sierra. Hopefully he can bounce back next season. But that's the team. I mean, for all the Delandrys, Espinos, Dolanders, Wentzes, all those down years, we're still the best team in baseball other than the A's. 100 wins. Let's get to the postseason in the next video. And, we'll see if we can make some noise in the postseason this year. Can we go back and get another World Series championship? We'll see. Thank you for watching. That's it for the 2029 regular season. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your whatever. Talk to you in the next video.